Redundant repetition. Such is the way of life sometimes, it seems. Originally, the last video, rodents had tore up this feeder and ruined all the food that was in it. So I took a silicone and mounted with the bolt holes that you see this to it, and silicone the bottom of this, which I've currently cleaned up some. And also, this is the portion that I put on the bottom of the plastic gravity feeder. You see I silicone around the bolt holes to make sure that any liquid that could potentially be there wouldn't be there. And this is a game winner, and it works really good. It's a metal feeder. You see they've done no damage to it whatsoever. However, on top of the feeder, this is what I put on here last time, and because rodents are impatient, and this is plastic, they chewed through the lid. Squirrels might have been able to fit through that and get in there and get some feed, but once this protein gets wet, it's no longer any good, and no animal will eat it. So they're going without, just because of not knowing any better. But what I picked up was a Moultrie gravity feeder. Wouldn't you know it, an all plastic bottle. Yeah, I think I'm going to change that. Alright, so that should cover all the holes. Now I could tack weld them, or I could weld them outside. I think just for what this is, and they won't ever rip it off, I'm probably just going to fill the holes. And let me go ahead and do this while I'm at it. I'm going to take this, flip it upside down, figure out how I wanted it to sit. That would probably be good. And then make sure these holes are in the right spot, okay. And then I'm gonna mark this as well from this point to this point. And I'm scratching this because I need to take the paint off. Could probably burn through the paint, but I don't like doing that. I'm not going to worry about drilling any new holes. I'm going to leave them as is. And this is already welded right here. Hopefully their little factory tack welds a hole. All cleaned up, ready for welding. Now if I can get the ground to stay on, the paint on the bottom of the barrel is scratched off, which makes for a good ground. beautiful. So for this portion, you don't need a whole lot, just enough to make some globs. Even though I ground it all, every weld caught the paint on fire. No biggie though, put it out and keep on going. Maybe some gloves put on. So I want to get rid of these holes. There's one there, and one up under here. The barrel is made out of 20 gauge metal. So I picked up some material to cut a few squares to cover up the holes that was manufactured inside the barrel. I didn't worry about making circles or anything to fit perfect. I just want the hole to be plugged. So just big enough to cover the holes, and then plug it and weld it the same way I did the first piece. If you like podcasts, you should check out Working Hands podcast. It's based off of 3 guys who share their stories and give you instructions to help you out as well. One digital fab, one hobbyist, and one blacksmith all get together to create a wonderfully made podcast. This is a 55-gallon drum, and in order to plug it the way I wanted to, I had to climb inside the barrel. The moment I flipped it over and climbed inside, the video storage filled and cut the camera off. But I can tell you, there was no room left, and I barely fit in. I had to stretch my arms over my head and climb in hands first like Superman to be able to get inside.
quarter full.
Do what?
The quarter.
Shoot, no. Maybe halfway. Maybe.
All metal.